Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum members. Uh, my name is Khalid Rahman and I am contesting for the ICAP Council elections, as you all know. Briefly about myself, I am I'm a consultant right now, and previously I've worked with, with Pakistan Petroleum Limited as Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director, and with Sui Southern Gas Company Limited also as a Managing Director and CEO. I've also served the Institute as a Chief Operating Officer and the Secretary. After doing my graduation in Commerce from Karachi University, I pursued CA qualification from the Institute of Chartered Accountants, England and Wales. And by virtue of that, I was admitted as a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan in 1991. And also later on, I also became a member of CPA Canada. I've attended multiple leadership and executive development programs. And the notable ones are at the Stanford University, the Graduate Business School at Stanford University, and the Kellogg Graduate School of Management at Northwestern University, USA. My professional affiliations are fairly, it's very rich. I have been associated with ICAP since 2006, when I was invited to become a member of the Quality Assurance Board. And then subsequently, I came on to the Council of ICAP and served the term 2009 and 13. Later on, I was elected as a member in 2017 and 2021. While being a council member, I have been the vice president, I've been the chairman, Overseas Coordination Committee. Also, I've chaired the Professional Accountants and Business Committee. And I've also remained the chairman of the Examination Committee. Currently, I'm a member of the Audit Committee, a member of the Anti-Money Laundering Supervisory Board, member of the Incubation Committee. And as I said previously, I was a member of the Quality Assurance Board. I've served on various boards as chairman and as director. Now, those boards are basically in the corporate sector, educational institutions, and also NGOs. Now, why I want to become a council member? There are various motivational factors behind it. I feel that I have to offer 35 years of corporate experience and a lot in the leadership role. I have a lot of experience of working at ICAP. As I said, I've been involved with ICAP since 2006 and also worked both at the council level and also part of the executive, and have experience of governance as well as the execution side of ICAP. And more important thing is that there are various programs which have been initiated, and those programs have to be taken forward. Let me add here that my contribution is there for sure, but I think how we deliver at ICAP is through teamwork and through the support of all council members. So we work as a team, and we work in partnership with each other, and we deliver as a team. So I wouldn't like to take any benefit of any one achievement, because I feel that it's a joint, whatever we achieve, we've achieved jointly. One important thing is that we were able to get the reciprocity from Institute of Chartered Accountants Australia and New Zealand, which has been extremely beneficial for our members. Currently, we are under discussion with CPA Canada for pathway. This is being discussed in coordination with the Canadian chapter. We initiated a series of webinars last year. All these webinars were supported by documenting the proceedings of those webinars. We want to build on that. And I think some of the members have already talked about earlier. I think it's important that we need to converge into a structured certification program for our members, and we need to give industry specific specialization certificates. Because that's not only good for knowledge building, but also important as far as the profile and the CV of our members are concerned. Through the platform of PIB committee, we successfully introduced the Corporate Advisory Forum to the Council, which is approved. We want to take it forward because corporate side is entirely, it's very important. It's one of the major stakeholder which is somewhat left behind. This forum will act as a communication platform between the corporate sector and ICAP in terms of how our members can be gainfully utilized in different functions and not only in audit and finance. And I think some of the worthy members have already talked about it, that our role is not only audit and finance, it is information technology, it is supply chain, it's governance, and so on and so forth. And unless we do not properly coordinate with the corporate world and market ourselves properly, we will not have the market that we are looking for. And this is an important initiative that we need to take forward to create employment opportunities for our members. Another important initiative that was taken by the council was the iThrive program, the incubation center for entrepreneurial development. And I personally feel that the whole world is changing, and the entrepreneurial mindset has to come in and has to evolve. The work that we are doing in has to result in significant successful startups for our members and for our students. The governance structure has to improve. There's a governance manual which has already been prepared, and which is under the consideration of the council, and once it's approved, it needs to be implemented. We have started off with the research projects, and the next step for ICAP, and a very important step, is to build a center of excellence for research and for post-qualification programs and for specialized training and education. So my objectives and vision is driven by 4 blocks. The first and the foremost is the governance and image building. The second one is technology facilitator and structured CPD. The third is entrepreneurial tendencies, research and development of SMPs. And the fourth is international mobility and inclusiveness. Now, when I talk about governance and image building, we all know that it is very important for any good governance model that the management has to be totally empowered, and they need to have the right capacity to be able to deliver under the vision that we've all set for them. So the role of the council should be strategic, should be more in terms of monitoring performance, rather than in the operational matters. Going forward, also, we need to work towards image building with all stakeholders. This is something that we require. We require quality students. We need to interact with the employers, both in Pakistan and overseas, so they understand the true value and the true brand of ICAP. And also with the government, which is becoming more and more important, because there is a trust deficit, which trust deficit has to somewhat be reduced to the minimum, and we need to build on it. I must compliment that our council members have worked a lot on this, and however, there is a lot more that needs to be done going forward. Now, on the technology facilitator and structured CBT, I strongly feel that there needs to be a constant update of our curriculum to remain updated. And as one of the worthy contestants said, that we need to look 6 years ahead of us and to be able to bring in curriculum which is relevant for us after 6 years or after 10 years. So I would suggest and request, and I would work on it to be able to see that the curriculum, the education and training is aligned to the requirements of the future. We need to expand our professional development of existing and new members through structured courses covering areas like technology, integrated reporting, and soft skills development. And I think the soft skills development is the key for our members. Entrepreneurial tendencies, research and development of SMPs. Again, I've talked about it. The whole mindset has to be changed in terms of inculcating entrepreneurial mindset while simultaneously evolving the iTry program for startups. We need to promote research and setting up center of excellence for post-qualification qualification. We have to work on the SMPs because that's the future of our profession, and we need to provide them support in digital transformation and training for their professional development, the recent changes that are taking.
Sorry, sir. Sorry to interrupt you, but your time is up. Thank you so much, Mr. Khalid. Next, we have serial number 9, Mr. Khurram Jamil.